Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But before I even start, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, they're showing me a little frog in the water, okay? Now, frogs have come up before. Spiritually, they do mean some sort of stepping stone and prosperity headed in your direction. And it's a very good luck and good omen when it comes to your career. So definitely a leap of faith perhaps occurring in your career or some sort of elevation. It does tend to mean that you are moving towards success or towards a goal, but it may indicate some sort of plot twist or some sort of sidestep or stepping stone. I feel like it's more like a stepping stone, elevation, promotion, that sort of thing happening in your career, okay? So I would say look out for images of frogs. They do tend to indicate good news headed in your direction. So look out for an image of a frog in the next 6 weeks. I mean, it could literally be that you finish this reading and you see a frog documentary, or you're walking down the side street and you see a billboard that has a frog on it. Could even be a frog as a logo on a company that you're connecting to. I mean, look at that. You've got the Sun card, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of prosperity headed in your direction for the next 6 months. Now, we do have the Hermit there. So that does indicate a deep period of revelation as well as enlightenment regarding your career. I do feel this month is going to be very productive for you. You're going to be very on, shall we say, where there's going to be a lot of energy. You're going to be doing a lot of things, a lot of tasks need completing. But I feel at the end of the month, well, should I say mid-June time for you, you're going to take a real step back or a break. I feel like you'll need to recharge your batteries because you're transforming something regarding your career. There's major elevation. I mean, even look at your last card there. It is the Death card. So something is ending. They're actually giving me an energy of conflict is ending. Okay. And, ooh, look at that. I'm going to go and get what is below you. Some of you have been really struggling with something at the moment in your career. I will pull one more card before. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, but I'm not going to complete it until I've checked your overarching energy. Yeah, something really difficult in your career is coming to an end. So if you've been struggling with something, whether it's a toxic environment, whether it is people trying to push your buttons, trying to play mind games, or try and, you know, challenge you in ways that are not so healthy, I definitely get that is being removed over the next 6 weeks, and there's a much more positive energy. I actually see you also stepping away from any office politics or anything where you feel, you know what, if there's any gossip or anything negative, I feel like you're just doing you and taking a step back, okay? Now, if you work for yourself, if you for example, if there's a very difficult client or a very difficult situation that's put a little bit of pressure on you, I definitely see you try to find balance and basically either remove the client, you know, or, you know, cease business with that client, or just get the project over and done with as quickly as possible so that you can move on. I would say that if you have a client, you're remaining flexible and professional, and you're dealing with it as quickly as possible and removing it so that you can move on to much more better energy. But that's not going to resonate for everyone. That's just coming through there. Now, your overarching energy, you've got the Sun card. Now, the Sun typically talks about ego. We all have different sides of ego. So this is all about your sense of self, especially since your first house is governing you at this time. Now, the first house is all about yourself. It's about identity, but it's also about expressing yourself through your work and feeling seen, and feeling that you're actually elevating or making progress in your career. You may be finding your voice, or you may be actually shaping your career in a different way to make your mark, your unique mark on your career sector. Even if you work for yourself or you work for a company, I definitely see you standing out from the crowd. Now, I actually see in the 6 weeks, there's something coming along for you where it's almost like you steal the thunder, if that makes sense. You're not stealing someone else's thunder. I feel like you are being elevated in some way. You're actually being acknowledged. You are being celebrated and recognized for your gifts and your talent, but it may put someone's nose out of joint. Okay, now I don't really like to give those sort of messages, but I can see it here already. So I would say just mind who you tell your business to. There may be a promotion on the horizon for you, and someone else may have gone for that, and it may, it's not your fault that you get it. You're just the more talented person. You can't help it. You're just being you. You are someone who is very gifted. You're very focused. You're very ambitious, and you've planned to get to the top. And that's exactly where you're going in your career. Whatever sector you're working in, you have a level of expectation. You're reaching for a very high goal. You have an appetite for success, and you're going to accomplish it. And not everybody is capable or talented like you to get to where you're going. So they may strive to get to where you're going, but they're not going to get there in the time that you're getting there, because you are someone who stands out from everybody else. So I definitely see there is an opportunity that it's not that it steals someone else's thunder, but it does actually put you apart a little bit in the working environment. So it can mean that if you worked with lots of people, for example, and you had colleagues, and you're given a promotion, then you are removed from that pool of colleagues, and actually you're elevated, and you may feel that they look at you in a different way, okay, or they approach you in a different way. So at first it may feel a little bit uncomfortable as a dynamic shift, but it will level itself out. Now, they're highlighting this area for me. Some of you may have been anxious about something at work, or you may, because I'm feeling like anxiety. I feel some of you are trying to, temper or moderate pressure or tension in the workplace. And I feel like you will remove that. Okay, I feel things start to become a little bit fairer in the working environment for you, and things start to get a little bit better. But most importantly, you're trying to manage your pressure or your time constraints. I also see like some of you may have deadlines that you're trying to reach, and it may make you feel a little bit overwhelmed, or you have been feeling overwhelmed. But this month you're going to be feeling really productive. You're going to hit your target, and you're getting stuff done, and you're going to shine. Okay, so this is about really shining your inner light. The Sun card is reaching for success. You have expectations to reach a certain point in your career, and you're going to hit the mark. You're going to get there, but you may need to make some adjustments or adapt. I definitely see like there's a stepping stone coming your way. So like, for example, if your goal is to be CEO of the company, right? You may be stepping into a managerial role or a partnership role, or if you're wanting to set up your own company, or you're already an entrepreneur, you may be having designs to work with a certain client or a certain, brand. And I definitely see that you are going to be elevating to get to where you want to go. Also, the Illumination card indicates lots of new ideas. Now, some of you, and this is not going to be all of you because I don't tend to deal in aesthetics, but it's coming through, so I'm going to give it to you because it's coming through. The first house does govern image as well. So some of you may be buying new clothes, or like something that expresses who you are, to have your game face on, or your business sense about you. Now, I mean, since the pandemic, perhaps not everybody's wearing suits these days. It may be more that you are comfortable in what you wear, but some of you may think about interviewing, for example, or going for an interview. So you may have to look at how you dress. I feel like the way you dress is awesome already, but I feel something that you wear makes you feel in control. Okay. And I feel like you're choosing things very carefully. So it's all about it's more than just your smarts and your talent. It's the full package that you're arriving with this month, okay? So some of you may be going for an appraisal or a reward. I actually see a reward for you. It could even be an award or a bursary or some sort of certificate that sets you apart from other people, that actually helps you elevate in your career. Now, the Sun card also is, as I said, about lots of ideas, things starting to blossom, but also you're trying to be really positive, even though things have been difficult. And I feel there's been a bit of tension, maybe even some toxic energy surrounding your career right now. You may feel that there is nepotism, or you may feel there's been disappointments. You may have felt that there's low workers' morale, or you just may have felt that things are really hard right now. There's difficulty. And if you've come to this reading and you haven't got a job right now and you're looking for one, either you lost your job or you took yourself out of the working environment for a certain period of time, there's definitely new opportunities. Your career sector is changing. Now, you may actually notice there's some restructures going on within the working environment as well. And you may also be noticing in world events that there is some restructure going on regarding different career sectors, and you may be looking at how it applies to you and your situation. You're definitely trying to secure your position, and with the Sun card, I feel like you are trying to remain positive, but at the same time, I actually see that you shine. You shine above everybody else, but sometimes you just don't give yourself the credit that you deserve, because you are very talented, you are very gifted. And if you've been feeling a little bit confused about your career, or you've been feeling a little bit like unmotivated, or you've lost your drive for something recently, your passion for something, you're actually going to get a boost of confidence and passion back. You're going to feel inspired, and you're going to feel very magnetic. Lots of opportunities being drawn to you in the next 6 weeks. Now, we do have changing cycles. Now, this is a card that is very interesting in this position, because it can mean sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And some of you may have felt that perhaps there's been an unlucky streak recently, or you felt a little bit chaotic, or you may have felt, they're actually giving me the word dispute. So some of you may have been going through a dispute with somebody at work, or you feel targeted by somebody who is trying to micromanage you at your working environment. And if you work for yourself, for example, and it's not a difficult client, some of you may be going through tax season, trying to get all your stuff together, trying to, make sure everything's in order and get really organized. And you may feel a little bit of pressure, because not only do you have to get stuff organized for everybody else or everything else, you still have to do your job, take care of your kids, pay your bills. So you may feel like you've got a lot on and there's a bit of pressure, but the pressure will ease, okay? As we move throughout the last week of May is what they're showing me. Things take a turn for the better, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune acting in your favor. So this indicates major transformation, but also Fortune's wheel is almost synchronizing with your life. So lots of wonderful coincidences, lucky breaks, and moments where things just work out in your favor. So if you feel things have been going wrong recently, or you felt things have just not been going in your favor, or even if you feel you've hit a glass ceiling in your career and you think it's time for change, because the first house really governs you checking in with yourself and saying, I'm reaching for something. Do I feel like I can achieve it in this position? And if the answer is no, then you're doing a bit of a plot twist, and you are changing lanes or changing cycles in order to be on your true prosperity path. So you're really checking in with the exchange, all the effort that you put in. You're a very hard worker, my beautiful Taurians, and you are looking at whether all your hard work is amounting to, a fair exchange. And that's financially, as well as, is it emotionally rewarding? So you're really asking yourself, am I happy in this position? And if the answer is no, then you're making changes. And if the answer is yes, then I feel like you're enjoying what you do, but you may be adjusting the way that you do things so that you're more efficient, that you're not wasting time, and that you are bringing more abundance and prosperity into your life. Now, the Wheel of Fortune does indicate you have many possibilities and opportunities headed in your direction, and there is one that is really destined for you. So this is a really random opportunity that pops out of nowhere. It could be a promotion or raise. It may indicate you traveling, but that's one. I'm only getting about 18% of Taurians who are going to have an opportunity where you have to travel a little bit further afield, maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone. But what they're showing me is that it's very rewarding, whatever this opportunity is, but it's really random. So, for example, you could have a friend that you haven't seen for a while pop back into your life and say, you know what, I've set up my own company. I'd love you to come work with me. Or they may ask for a partnership. Or you could even, be setting up your own business. And, suddenly the clients that were nowhere around suddenly are attracted to you, because this is fate. This is your destiny. I'm seeing lots of opportunities gravitating towards you over the next 6 weeks, but I want to say 6 months as well. Now, this could be a promotion, could be a raise, or it could be some sort of move within your career sector that brings in more responsibility, but also brings in more finances. Now, we also have the Hermit energy. Some of you may be thinking about going solo at this time. It may even be that you feel it's time to set up your own ideas or your own practices, your own entrepreneurship, and, get busy and focused on something that you've always wanted to do. So the Hermit card indicates time to go solo, or time to, use your wisdom and your knowledge to do something for you. So some of you may be setting up second streams of income, or if you've already got that, I definitely see your second stream of income starting to rival what you, perhaps are doing as a main job. Things start to really increase for you in the positive. But you're really thinking about your dreams, your goals, and how to get there, okay? Now, you're someone who you tend to be very diligent. You have endured quite a lot, and timing is everything, is what they're showing me. Your knowledge will come to the fore when the timing is right. And some of you, with the Hermit energy, some of you may have felt that either you don't vibe with the people, they're not your kind of people that you work with, or you just feel like something's off, low morale. And I feel like you are making progress, but you may actually take a step back from these people, because you may feel like they're trying to stifle you, or you may feel that things have been a little bit difficult or challenging, and you want to remove yourself from any drama in order to focus on your own path. The Hermit, especially when you got the Sun card, it means you're going to be in a period of doing, lots of energy, lots of drive, lots of motivation. But then the Hermit says, take a break, okay? Take a pause in order to reflect on the progress that you're making and watch the changes unfold. Now, this is the Death card. It's your last energy card for the 6 weeks. This indicates something big is ending in your career. Now, it can mean the way you approach a project. Could be a project coming to an end and you're on to the next. It could also mean that you're going to achieve the award that you want. It could also indicate that you're actually closing doors that perhaps you've outgrown, and you're opening new chapters in your career that sees you elevate. I mean, this card, transformation, this figure is on the up. Perfect time for you to launch a new idea, or, make contact with a new contractor or a new client there. But the Death card indicates you're shedding what is old and familiar. So if you're feeling a little bit stuck in a rut in your career, you're definitely looking at breaking a cycle to bring a little bit more enjoyment, a little bit more spontaneity into your career. And I definitely see, even if you've got a certain way of working, or you work for an environment where they have a certain way of doing things, you may actually allow yourself to express your unique talent and gifts at what you do, and come up with an idea that sets you apart from everybody else. And it will change the way that the company works, or the way that your department works in some way. And I feel you'll be celebrated for that. You'll be known for the person who made all the data more efficient, or you change the rhythm of the office by making things more streamlined, or some of you just may be reorganizing. I definitely see restructure going on. Some of you may even find that your working environment is actually physically restructuring. So you may find that your department moves to another floor, or offices are being moved around. I definitely get change happening for you, but it's for the positive. Okay, now nothing ever remains the same, so I feel remaining flexible is important. And if you have been out of the working environment for a while, you're trying to be really positive even through difficult circumstances. You may feel a little bit isolated trying to look for a job if you haven't got one right now, or even if you're putting a resume out there to reach for higher up positions, managerial roles, or positions where you gain more how can I put that? More, there's a word I want. I'm trying to get that energy. more influence. I want to say influence, okay? More credibility in what you do and stability that goes along with it, financial stability. This is the next 6 weeks that will change everything for you, okay? Now, I need to get the rest of the cards for the Celtic Cross, because looking at your cards, you know, you can see I shuffle them. I can't influence the cards and how they come out, but I definitely see that you have been working really hard, and there may have been a few moments of doubt popping in there. There may have been a disappointment in your career, but things are turning for the better. Things are on the up. I mean, look, we got the Hermit energy. So a period of reflection. The Page of Pentacles, you put a lot of effort into your career. Let's see how things are changing. King of Swords, there is a new position available for you is what I see here. Something you've been planning is bringing lots of financial stability. Let's see your outcome energy. Thank you so much. We got 9 of Cups, a wish delivered. And we got the Ace of Wands, new inspiration, new energy, new motivation. So even if you're deciding to stay where you're at, there's lots of new ideas and lots of more energy and spark, an opportunity to bring your originality to your role and be more, you know, involved or happier with the offset or the goal or the reward that you receive for the effort that you put in. But let's start at the very beginning. We got the 5 of Swords, okay? Now, I want you to be aware of an energy that's coming in right now of sometimes we are afraid of success. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds strange, but sometimes we are afraid as humans, not just Taurians, or I'm a Scorpio, not the Scorpios, humans in general. Sometimes we feel a little bit nervous about things changing, especially when you're elevating and, you know, things start to feel like maybe they're out of control, or maybe you're feeling, can I do this? Some of you may get a successful position, but it requires you to travel, or there's some sort of change here that I feel that you are a little bit nervous about, or you've been taking some time to really mull it over. I mean, you could have been offered a promotion or some sort of opportunity already, but you're thinking about whether you're going to take it or not. If you haven't, you will be thinking about this opportunity that comes in. You're going to be very curious about it, and I feel ultimately there's something coming on in that is a dream come true, okay? It is your dream job. The thing that you've been working towards will bring so much success, structure, and stability financially into your life. But the 5 of Swords as your starting position, something's causing a lot of tension right now, okay? Some of you may be overthinking, but I'm not actually getting the majority energy. I'm getting a very small percentage of Taurians out there overthinking something. And I feel some of you don't really realize or give yourself credit for how talented and gifted you are, okay? So sometimes you may doubt yourself sometimes. Sorry to say sometimes twice, but they actually showed me the word sometimes in the water. So that's why I said it twice, because it actually came up into the water. Now, the 5 of Swords is a card where there's conflict. And sometimes this can be really good because it actually forces you to see where you are right now. And if you're unhappy with something, it's about looking at how you can change those circumstances, okay? Now, with the cards that I've got, you've got a couple of 5s here, and you've got the Devil card with the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Some of you may have gone for an opportunity that just didn't go your way. Okay, and you may be very disappointed. Don't allow it to knock your confidence, because there is something so much better coming here, something that is more like a dream come true. It's almost like they're giving me this energy. Sometimes we accept less than we truly deserve, okay? And the opportunity that you may have felt was past or did not go your way, it wasn't meant for you, because you deserve better. So there's an opportunity here that's about to offer you better. And that I feel you will hear news of this in the next 6 weeks, okay? But the 5 of Swords, there could be someone who is either trying to micromanage you at your working environment, or something's been causing a little bit of tension. And we've got it crossed by the Devil card. So, I mean, because the Devil card is in this position, it's a crossing energy, which is actually quite positive. So something that has been stifling you, could be a person who's trying to take credit for your work or your ideas. Could also be, you know, if someone says, oh yeah, I'm putting you up for promotion, and then you're like, well, I'm not seeing that. And if you've heard no news back from it, or your boss is promising you the world but not delivering anything, I definitely see things get moving in the right direction as we move into June, okay? But the Devil card in this position indicates you're liberating yourself from a situation where you felt stuck, or where you felt truly helpless to change your circumstances. Now, the Devil is not an evil card. It is to identify the pressure. It is to identify the anxiety or the doubt or the problem that you feel stuck in. Okay, remember, fear is an illusion. It's false evidence appearing real. So I feel like you're liberating yourself from a very difficult situation. But I just need to pull a card because they are two extreme cards to show up for you at the moment. And if you're going through a very difficult time in your career, or you're looking for a job and you're just feeling really anxious, thinking, you know what, it's so oversaturated right now, there's no opportunities out there, things will change, and there is something that's coming along that will actually give you hope. It will give you joy, and it's something that you've been manifesting for some time. Okay, now I'm picking up an energy of some Taurians working in a very toxic environment, and you may be liberating yourself from that. Okay, and some of you may actually, okay, that's a different energy. I'm going to focus on that in a moment. There's something coming through that's very sensitive, so I will focus on that in a moment. Yeah, I mean, some of you may be wondering if you should start afresh, whether you should take a leap of faith. I mean, they showed me the frog earlier. Use your intuition, because that's what the Two of Swords says. It says you're feeling a little bit stuck. You're feeling a little bit stalemate, stagnant. You have a goal in mind that you want to reach, but right now you feel like there's no progress, or you may feel you've been dedicating yourself to something and it's been difficult. There's lots of wonderful new ideas headed in your direction. Also, the star indicates there's a brighter future to look forward to. And with the Two of Swords there, this can indicate that you are really checking in with your intuition. You're taking a pause, you know, taking moments of silence to replenish your energy, but at the same time to find the right answers. Sometimes we need a peaceful state of mind in order to think, and those answers come rushing in when we have that moment to really reflect. And with the Fool card, I definitely see a new adventure on the horizon for you, a new path opening up to you. There's definitely new doors opening, and it requires a leap of faith. I also feel like you are the star of the moment. I get this energy of, you know, so for example, if you're in the creative sector, and you're looking to be in the public eye, or you're looking to be someone who is, you know, well respected and recognized within your sector, you're definitely going to be noticed this month, and in the next 6 weeks is what I'm seeing. But it extends to 6 months, this good luck for you. That's not been showing up in everybody's reading, but that's definitely something that's happening here for you. So there is a brighter future to look forward to. I definitely see that you are going to be grateful in the long run for everything that happens in the next 6 weeks. Okay, now some of you may have just lost your job before you came to this reading. Not all of you, but I'm picking up a strong energy there. All is not lost. There is a brighter opportunity coming for you, and you'll even think to yourself, you know what, I wish I left earlier, because this opportunity that's coming for you is going to be amazing. But at the same time, what is right for you will never pass you by. So it was meant to work this way. You're in the right place at the right time to receive the right opportunity. Now, I am getting an energy that's very sensitive that's coming through. Some of you beautiful Taurians out there may have been going through a bereavement or a separation. There is a sense of loss here, okay? And I'm picking up a sadness, a lament. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Taurians, who are going through something personal that is very difficult to deal with. And your mind just may not have been on the job, right? And that's life. You're human. Allow yourself to go through a grieving process. Allow yourself to be in the flow, because what they're showing me is you can pick up your energy again when the moment is right, and you will be focused again. But some of you may feel a little bit alone, or you want to close yourself off from prying eyes if you've been going through something personal that's been very difficult. Some of you may even have been going through an unwellness, and you just don't want anyone to know because you don't want them to look at you with pity, or you don't want them to, you know, look at you differently in some way. You just want to get on. But I feel like there's a sense of privacy around you right now, and I'm getting I'm getting this energy, a huge hug and so much love. Things will get easier for you on the working environment, but grieving will take its natural course, of course. Okay, they are indicating that you're not alone. that someone who loves you deeply is walking with you and is giving you the strength to move towards your hopes, your dreams, and your goals and your happiness. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Now, also, I'm getting a sense that there may be some difficult energy at your working environment, or you have been going through some difficult energy at your environment. There's a person who may have been causing a lot of trouble. You may hear that this person leaves. Okay, so you may not actually have to leave your working environment. I feel like the problem may leave itself, which will cause you celebration. Okay, and not just you. I feel everybody's been feeling the same. This person, they're very cold, very detached. This person is someone who ruled an environment with a very cruel hand, someone who judged people. I feel this person may have abused their power in a situation. I do feel that you'll hear that they are leaving. I mean, it could be that they're sacked, but I actually get this energy that this person, they leave. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. Now, with the Devil card, I'm just going to pull a separate card on its own. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can I have one for the Devil card? Can I? Because it's actually in quite a positive position, which means you're liberating an energy of feeling stuck. And in the water, they're actually showing me a plunger right now. You know, one of those sucking cup type things, plunger, that, you know, if you've got a blockage in the sink, you use one of those. They're showing me one of those in the water. So this can mean removing something that's been problematic, that's been in your path. Could also mean that you're forcing yourself to confront an issue. Could be with someone at your working environment. But I feel it's more like you're releasing pent-up pressure. You're managing stress levels. I also see that you are needing to remove yourself from a very toxic or difficult situation right now. The challenge will be removed is what I'm seeing, okay? The Judgment card, yeah. So the Judgment card is an indication you need to make a choice. Okay, now with the Devil card, it can mean that some of you have been overthinking a situation or a project and you just felt doubt or low energy, low motivation, and you just feel like no one is encouraging you or seeing what you capable of in your working environment. I do sense an energy of, you know, excess energy, you know, you having a renewal of energy, but also really thinking about your true life's purpose, your true prosperity, and wondering if you're connecting to your true calling. Now, the Judgment card indicates a time of second chances. So opportunities that were lost, you'll see that they are replaced with something else, something better. I don't feel like they return per se, because I feel like they are changed. So for example, if you went for a promotion at your working environment and it didn't go your way, there may be a new promotion that's up and you go up for that and it's yours. It actually brings more money, more responsibility, and a better status. So if you'd gone for the other one, although it was disappointing that you perhaps didn't get it, they're indicating this other opportunity is much better. Some of you may leave a working environment to gain a better working package, you know, better bonus, better benefits. And I definitely see you doing something that really vibes with your frequency. The Judgment card is a card of leaving your old life behind and understanding what you need to do in order to be on the right path. I feel some of you are thinking about your direction right now, and there is a need to remain flexible, but I definitely get a sense that you're liberating yourself out of a very pressurized situation that is perhaps not for you anymore. You may have loved this thing in the past, but I feel you've either hit a glass ceiling or you've outgrown it. It's your time to move on and elevate is what I'm seeing here. Now, the Two of Pentacles, deep down, there's definitely a need to be flexible, but also you may have been very busy, and I definitely see you are going to be very busy and doing a lot of multitasking over the next couple of weeks. But I also see two opportunities coming in your way where you will need to choose, which indicates one of them you will choose because it is right for your path, and the other one you have to leave it behind. They're equally as good, but one of them just vibes better with you. And I actually feel that the one that you choose also brings a little bit more money in. So it would be a no-brainer. You'd obviously pick that one as well. It's important to keep balance in your life so you have a healthy balance of enjoying life, but also working really hard. Okay, so that Two of Pentacles is an indication that there will be more harmony in your working environment. But the Two of Pentacles can also indicate that some of you have many fingers in many pies, and with the Five of Swords and the Devil card present, it can indicate that you've been spreading yourself thin and just feeling very overwhelmed, that you can't do everything all by yourself, that there are just not enough hours to get everything done. And that can extend not just to your career, but also to life in general. So you could be, working really hard during the day, and you come home and you're like, oh, gotta tidy the house, gotta do the dishes, gotta, look after the kids, I gotta cook the dinner. You may always feel like your work is never done, but that's all going to change in the month of June, especially. You're just going to feel a little bit more lighter in your energy. You're going to have more motivation. You're just going to be getting stuff done, and it's just going to feel like you're really proud of yourself as well. Now, the Ten of Wands tells me that you're at breaking point or you're at burnout, okay? Ten of Wands indicates exhausted. You're fed up with the way things have been going, and some of you may be asking, is it going to change? Is it worth it? Is it rewarding? You're so strong. You've been enduring quite a lot, and you may have felt that some people have been delegating extra work onto you, or there just seems like there's never a stopping point. But I definitely see with the Ten of Wands that things are about to change. You're actually clearing space to make way for new beginnings when you get the Ten of Wands. Some of you may be actually checking in with your inner compass and checking your direction and actually really looking at the bigger picture. And if things are no longer vibing with you, then you're releasing it and you're keeping only the things that belong in your life. Also, I feel like you're in a period of decluttering, especially because of the time period that we're in. The Ten of Wands indicates that you're managing stress levels, or you're trying to, because things seem to be very pressurized for you at this time. And when you get to the Ten of Wands, it means it will get easier from now on, okay? So that is actually very, very positive. Ten of Wands, he is actually carrying all those burdens, but he's near the home space, or he's near the goal. So it means he's about to set down all that he's been working, because he's actually going to take a break. So some of you may actually book a vacation or a little trip away. But I actually see you tying up loose ends, finishing projects, but being on the brink of wanting something new, wanting something more exciting, wanting something more that vibes with your true calling. So some of you may have some bigger questions to ask this month, philosophical ones, and you may actually decide to change direction when it comes to your career. But it can also mean that parts of your job is changing. And, it may mean that you're streamlining your energy, you're approaching your work in a different way. You may not want to physically leave your environment, but you may actually change the way that you approach or the way that you do business. And you're leaving some things that have been, just excessive, excess paperwork, stuff that's really time consuming. You may get an opportunity to either delegate it to somebody else. So you may be offered some help, or, perhaps they'll reshuffle PAs around and they may help you. Or if you are a PA, for example, you may find that you have an assistant in some way. So I definitely get a sense that things are going to get easier for you if they've been very, very difficult. Now we do have the Five of Cups. Now this is the potential energy, which is about releasing that you're finding difficult. The Five of Cups tends to mean that you're not even aware right now that there is an opportunity that is right for you, and it's just on the horizon. This figure is not aware that there are two cups. Now the Two of Cups tends to mean, especially when it comes to career, it's about an agreement or a proposal or an opportunity that is right for you, that vibes with your frequency and your heart, something that you will love, something that is balanced and will reciprocate the effort that you put in. So as you can see, there's three cups there. Something just feels like it's not working, or it hasn't worked. I am getting a sense here of try, and try again. I feel now is your time to receive the rewards for all of your hard labor, okay? Now, they're actually showing me lots of, I don't know how this is relevant, but they're showing me lots of very famous brands in the water, okay? And these are like bags, purses, there's some shoes there, a car. Okay, so I feel like they're trying to indicate a very luxurious lifestyle, This could be something that you're striving for. This is something that I feel like you will achieve long term, but it could also be short term. So some of you may be actually trying to purchase something. So you may be saving for a higher purchase, something that you've longed for. I feel in the next 6 weeks, you're closer to reaching that. I mean, you can't purchase all of those things. Oh, maybe you can. I mean, you may be that successful that you'll be able to do that. And I'm not going to mention the brands because I'm not here to, promote anybody's product. But I really see that you're elevating. A life of luxury is something that you are striving towards, and it is something you're going to achieve. And I feel like you may even reward yourself when some really good news comes in. The good news comes in first week of June for you is what they're showing me. And you'll be able to really treat yourself to whatever it is that you desire. Okay, but I'm really getting a sense of being able to afford a luxurious lifestyle. So I'll just leave it like that. I mean, some of you may actually be going into like retail where you're working with a brand that you really admire or that you wanted to work with for some time, or you could be purchasing something that gives you that little edge where you feel like, you're, as I said, I'm not really into aesthetics, but you may, choose something that goes with you, that promotes business. I don't know. So I'll just leave it like that. But the Five of Cups indicates whatever is lost is replaced. Okay, so something much more interesting is headed in your direction that you're going to really love. Now, I feel like you have sacrificed a lot regarding your career, and there have been some difficulties and disappointments along the way, but now is the time to look forward to the future. So I feel looking at past situations of things that did not go your favor is not going to be helpful, because I feel like you're not going backwards, you're actually going forwards, and there's some rewarding stuff to look forward to as well. So I do feel you're going to be really proud of yourself when, especially when June closes completely at the end of the month. You're going to be so proud of all that you achieved. Okay. Now we do have the Hermit. This is in the near circumstances. This indicates that some of you may have to go off grid to really focus on a project, or some of you have been feeling really burnt out. You need to take some rest, okay, to take a pause, to really reflect on your journey and get inspired again. If you've been feeling low motivation or low morale because you've been working in an environment that does not support your goals and dreams, I definitely see you withdrawing or detaching from a situation in order to strategize a move in your career that will benefit you. Now, this could be putting your resume out there, or even with the King of Swords there, stepping into a leadership position, promotion, or even setting up your own business that has international links, but something you're thinking about. You're actually creating it, and you are attracting it as your destiny. Thoughts are becoming things here for you. But the Hermit can indicate a desire to take some time out, especially when your opposing card is the Ten of Wands. You're exhausted or you're burnt out. You've been overloaded with work, and some people have maybe even delegated their work on top of you, and you've just felt like it's never ending. But things are changing for you. Now, if you've been putting your resume out there, even if you've got no work right now and you're putting your resume out there and it feels like you're just putting yourself out there into the void and you're trying to remain really hopeful and things have been really difficult, there is an opportunity coming your way, okay? One that is just going to make you feel on top of the world. And I know that sometimes it feels like you're just making the effort, and it's just going out there and you just feel depleted or drained, and it just feels really disappointing. Things are going to get better, okay? We do have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is in your advice position, which really indicates keep going, okay? You are committed, you're dedicated, you're making the effort, and you will see the results of your hard work. They will pay off. This is a card of proceeding and not giving up, and it also indicates that you will hear news, because pages are news bearers. So I definitely see that there is some really good financial news coming in your direction. I mean, your 8th house of transforming your finances also is influencing you as you move into June. And that can indicate you secure your position okay, in some aspect of your career by shining your wonderful light, displaying your talents, standing out from the crowd, and just being your wonderful, unique self. But it's also about looking at the exchange of energy, all the effort that you put in, and receiving the reward out. It must be a reciprocal exchange. And if you feel like you are undervalued or you're not being paid the amount that you deserve, for the effort that you're putting in or for the rank that you should be, then I definitely see that you're making some changes that will transform your career and elevate you as you rise. But things will start to get a little bit more fruitful for you, and your effort is not going to be going unnoticed, is what I'm seeing here as well. So definitely some good financial news coming on in. Now, the King of Swords, this is your external circumstances. Thoughts become things. It's so important, okay? The King of Swords indicates a period of analysis. So something that you're thinking about, you're making some decisions, you're strategizing, you have a plan. The plan is working. It may not feel like it right now, but the plan will be working. Now, what's really interesting, many years ago, they're giving me this energy, so I'm going to give you what I can see because they're actually showing me right now. Nobody likes to see that, but I'm seeing that in the water right now. Sometimes the universe makes us feel so uncomfortable in a situation because it's trying to nudge us to value ourselves more and step into more prosperity or change our circumstances to get what we truly deserve and not settle for less than we truly deserve. And many years ago, I worked at an environment, I think I talk about it all the time. It was a very jarring experience. I stayed there for many years. It was a very toxic environment. It absolutely stole my energy, my soul. It was very toxic, okay? And everybody there was really unhappy. I would always notice that people would come in full of joie de vivre. They'd, come into work in a new position and they were full, they had really they had actual a light about them, and then within about 6 weeks they were gray. I just saw the life being sucked out of their eyes, and they were just like on autopilot, and they were just exhausted. 6 weeks, so very draining. And so I feel perhaps you've been going through an experience where you just felt, does it get better? And if it feels like it doesn't get better, I feel like you're making changes so that it will get better. And I definitely see some more prosperity headed in your direction. Now, I'm going to pull a quick card with this King of Swords because I am picking up entrepreneurial energy. So some of you, if you have a second stream of income or you are thinking about setting up a second stream of income, it's going to be very successful for you. But also, it makes you feel inspired. It makes you have that fire in your soul. Maybe the thing that you feel is missing right now, there's going to be a lot more energy available. Look, the fire in your soul, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the fire in your soul. This is a desire for a new adventure, more spontaneity, more enjoyment in what you do. And you are very creative, but also very headstrong. You're actually unstoppable in your goals and your dreams. And I do feel trusting in your vision. They have value. You're going to be so successful. You're manifesting right now in many different forms. Also, the Knight of Wands can indicate that there's something that you're exploring right now in your career. It could be in your mind. You could be having lots of ideas, but I definitely see you being enterprising and being bold and either starting up something new or having the courage to make different waves in your career where you will be noticed. Also, you're going to be very productive this month. If you've got a lot on, lots of projects on, you're going to smash those projects out of the park. You're going to hit your deadlines, and you're going to be in a period of doing. Very productive time where you're going to be onto the next, onto the next, onto the next. And I feel like you're actually reaching your full potential and people are noticing, okay? Even if you work for yourself, I feel like people around you or in your sector are noticing you start to really make an impact in the environment that you are in, okay? Now, the Knight of Wands is also about having that energy. So if you've been feeling a lack of energy recently, you may be looking at the company that you keep, the people who are around you, who supports your goals and your dreams and who does not. But also, you could be looking at food substances. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating the right food? So definitely some of you may be going a little bit back to basics, trying to restructure in order to be on point and bring your A game with regards to your career. And if you're setting up your own business, your voice is very important. I definitely see you being very unique, establishing yourself and expressing yourself in unique ways as well. When Mercury goes direct, you're going to get an extra boost of eloquence. So if you're going for an exam, or you're actually giving a presentation, or going for an appraisal, even if you're setting up your own business and have to pitch an idea, you're going to have the gift of words on your side. So you're going to be very precise, authoritative, and you're going to make it clear the direction you're headed in, and you have a lot of power as well. I actually see you being in a very powerful position. Some of you will be offered that promotion where it requires you to actually take presentations or lead a board of people and command a space. And you're going to be able to do that without any hesitation. Now, we do have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a hope and a fear position. You may be wondering, am I secure? Am I in a good position? Will I secure my position? Am I safe? Okay, will I be able to save money? And of course, this is a hope and a fear, but you've got the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups as an outcome, which means you are a maverick. Yes, you're securing your position. You're inspired. You're going to reach your goals, and you're going to move forward with the energy that you have and the ideas that you have. The Nine of Cups indicates wishes being delivered, but the Four of Pentacles indicates you're on a solid ground. You are stable. And you will gain more. You'll gain more knowledge. You're going to be very concentrated this month. You're going to be really focused this month. And I see you securing a position. Now, the fear, of course, some of you may fear financial vulnerability, or you may be worried about finances, but I do see more money coming into your energetic sphere. What I do see, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, okay, I do see a little bit of easy come, easy go money this month. I'm going to pull a card on it just to make sure, because what I see here, you may have some sort of repair, because they're showing me the plunger again, so it may indicate you have to give a little bit money out for some repair or some DIY, okay? So I feel like your money may fluctuate in the month of May. Can you show me beyond? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so Four of Pentacles you've got. Three of Pentacles is a little bit less, so you may have to give some money out to consult or, you know, get something installed. Eight of Swords, it may make you feel a little bit anxious. Two of Swords. Show me just beyond that, please. Can you just show me beyond that for my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. Okay. We got the King of Swords, so that's you taking control. Six of Wands, success, and the Emperor. So definitely, you know, stricter budget. I see you being very strict with your finances. So I feel like you're prepared for whatever this financial bump in the road. It's not, I'm seeing it as not big. So for example, it could be that you need to get your income blocked, and you may do it yourself, but you may need to buy something to do that, like, I don't know, some dissolving liquid, or you may need to get somebody out to take a look at the pipes or something like that. But I don't see it as a huge amount of money that you'll have to give out. I do see that you're actually secure. And with the Emperor, I feel like all your plans are coming to a head. And the Six of Wands, good news, success, you being in the spotlight, you accomplishing what you set out to do. So financially, I feel like you will be rewarded, but there may be a little bit of an expense in the month of May where you need to repair something, okay? It's not to do with your career, but it's just popping up there as well. I definitely see you elevating. I mean, look, going from the King of Swords, it's like a stepping stone. Okay, you've got the King of Swords here. So again, I'm getting this energy, especially with the frog that came up earlier. That's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but yeah, that's what I'm, you know, I saw the frog there, which tends to indicate stepping stone. Going from the King of Swords, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. You're going from the King of Swords, which is all about strategizing and a plan and a certain level of authority. And then you've got good news, Six of Wands, success, elevation, people noticing your skills and elevating you, recognizing you for what you do. And we've got the Emperor, which means a position above, securing a even better position, and where you are respected. There's leadership here, and you can plan for the future because it will bring in more finances. Okay, so I just want you to be aware that things are getting better for you. I mean, your outcome position is the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfilled, and the Ace of Wands. This indicates transformation. I mean, it literally means the same as your outcome energy here. Ace of Wands is really about daring to make things happen, being bold, dreaming big, and turning your big dreams and goals into reality. The Ace of Wands is you being inspired, having the energy for a new endeavor or new projects, going forward with it, and actually being successful with it as well. So that Nine of Cups indicates that whatever you are thinking about right now, you're actually bringing it about, and it's going to change your career for the positive. Okay. Now I'm just going to go and get some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What else do they need to know? Ooh, they give me a song right now. So let me just focus on the cards first before I give you the song. Normally I would stop at the 3 that came out, but they wanted me to shuffle again, so I had to give it there. Okay, that's a lot of cards. But anyway, let's give you those. I'll give you the song first. This is a song that has come up before, and it may even have come up for your sign. Taking care of business every way, I think it said. I've been taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business. I've been working overtime, I think it said. I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Now, back in the recesses of my mind, I actually looked up who sang that song because it came up in a reading like last year some point. I want to say something like Bachman Turner Overture or something like that. I've probably got that wrong, or I've said it wrong. I'm trying to remember that. The song is coming up. I can hear the lyrics that I've just given you. So this song may be relevant because it indicates a correlation of you getting some good news when you just hear it. Okay, so after you hear that song, it may pop up on the radio or on your shuffle just out of the blue, or it may play in someone's car or in the mall. Listen out for that song. It indicates really great news headed in your direction that will elevate your career, okay? But I may have said who sings it wrong because I can't fully remember, okay? Maybe I'm close, I'm not sure. We got Full Cup. So it says, seeking the Holy Grail, life mission, greatest desire, thirst for more, and feeling fulfilled, okay? So very positive. Screen your options. As I said, there's 2 options coming your way. Okay, one of them I feel like it's a little bit less finances, but I feel there's one that really is perfect for you. You'll know the right one. It says discern. Important choices, pros and cons. Dig for goal, only the best. That came up in the reading. Only the best. Do not settle for less than you truly deserve. Now we have miracles. Okay, and it says gracious gifts from spirit, angels intervene, redeemed, lifted up, needs met, and support. So that's your Wheel of Fortune energy where you have divine intervention. We have magic mirror, public persona, you are the product, sales, social media, speaker, and leader. Okay, so if some of you want to be well known or famous within your sector, this is definitely, the next 6 weeks are very important for you. You're going to be able to tap into that energy to elevate and be known for what you do. Okay, there's definitely the limelight energy about you. Could even be an award or a reward for something that you do. We've got intuition, hidden knowledge, secrets at work, new talents, night shift, record keeper. I would definitely say if you're going through something difficult or there is toxic, energy at your environment and any of it is pinpointing you or anyone is trying to bully you or anybody is, doing something they shouldn't be doing, definitely keep a record. I'm talking about dates. Write stuff down, keep some sort of record of what's going on so that if you are taking it further, then you will need, all that record keeping to hand it over to HR or something like that. But also intuitively, I feel like some of you may be actually getting new opportunities, keeping it to yourself until the moment is right to leave, because I do see new doors opening for you in good time. And it says, enjoying the moment, no rush, time for all things, be here now, many chances. Okay, so it indicates be present right now. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. So if you feel like an opportunity has passed you by, know that there is something greater, something better waiting in the wings, and it will appear at the right moment. We've also got maturing, and it says growing affluence, diversify, power, benefits, strength, gain authority. Something you've been fighting for, you will accomplish it. Something that you've been working really hard for, it will be yours to win. Okay. And finally, oh my gosh, you know what? I really wish, I'm kicking myself so much. Before I did your reading, when I was literally like telling you that I don't take money, or, you know, I'm not on Facebook and all of those things, just before I do the Tibetan symbols, all I could see was the matrix. You know, the green numbers, and they were just flowing through my mind. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I don't mention any of those things until I'm fully in the reading and I've grounded my energy. So I didn't mention it. I can't prove it, so I wouldn't believe me, because I would want proof as well, because I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, show me the proof. But you know, I actually saw the matrix imagery from the movie. I don't know why it's relevant. I don't know why I saw it. Maybe some of you are watching the Matrix. I definitely know the Matrix came up in one of the readings a couple of weeks ago, and it may even have been for your sign, but your last card is actually the Matrix. I can't believe it. I wish you could be in my mind. I wish you could see what I see. But yeah, I didn't see any characters from the Matrix. I just saw all the green. I think it's green. What I saw was green anyway. Green like code. You know, they would just show me that. So kicking myself, I didn't say that. But anyway, there's the Matrix. And it says, revealing the truth, sacred work, real career, muse, catalyst, and possibilities. There is a major catalyst for change in your career, and there are so many possibilities for you to elevate. You're attracting every opportunity that you deserve, okay? So there's real good stuff coming your way. I'm just going to, oh, they only want one. Interesting. Okay, so this one we have is the Giant rune. Yeah, so this indicates protection. It also indicates luck. Now, some of you, you know, what I'm seeing here is if a person has given you a flash of negative energy in their personality, see it as a warning, okay? This person, they're not good news, okay? So distance yourself from anybody who is, you know, draining of your energy. I see you using your intuition to check in with that and just distancing yourself. Some of you, if you have been going through a difficult time, you will seek counsel. That may be through HR, or some of you may even take it to court later on. I'm not seeing any court case energy here, so maybe I'm not tapping into your energy at this time, but I definitely get a sense that you're being protected in a situation and that you're going from strength to strength. You're actually in a more powerful position than you realize, okay? So I'm definitely picking up that energy as well. So I'll leave that there. I hope something resonates in this reading. And if you are going through a very difficult time and you're just trying to check in with yourself and wonder which direction you should head in, the end of May into June, you're going to get real insight and real clarity and answers, as well as some great news that spins you off in a direction that your future self will thank you for, okay? So I hope something resonates. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians. Love and light.